and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. I forgot to put my heart rate on. I'm putting my heart rate on now. Oh no. Come on. Work for me. Got it. Right, we're there. Hello everybody, welcome along to the Bag That Badge episode for today, which is a handful of gravel, which is around about 10k, is it? Something like that. So we'll get this done. I'm just going to say hello to everyone who's running. I think we've got, I don't know, about eight or nine people running. Amy Green's in the house. How long are you running for, Amy? Oh, hang on a minute. Another thing gone wrong at the start of this. I keep forgetting that I've messed up something and I keep forgetting to change it. Right, there we go. That's that sorted. Let's get the Zwift companion app up so we can see some in-game chat and I can chat to everybody who's running. So we're going to do 10k, or just over 10k. Good evening, Mr. Partridge. The doctor says no training for me, chest x-ray on Monday. Okay, good luck with that. Olaf is finally here. He's managed to get himself logged in. He was saying he was having problems logging in, but he's in. And McLaughlin's also sitting there doing nothing. Maybe some tech problems for him. Is that Ian? Yeah, it looks like Ian McLaughlin. Let me talk to the gang. Hello everyone. Welcome to Bag That Badge. Anthony Anderson, he says, good evening all, hope you're all okay. Thank you, Anthony. Not doing too badly. Could do with it being a shorter run tonight. I'd have liked to have just been doing 5 or 6k. But that's all right. This is the handful of gravel route. It's just over 10 kilometres, and I will be running at 10 kilometres an hour. So we'll be done in an hour or so. Amy Green's companion app isn't working. She says, hello everyone. I'm going to try and stay for a little bit. So that's okay. Amy hasn't been well. So just take it easy, Amy. Just do, 3 or 4k if you can. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Olaf's saying Zwift is taking an ages to boot up. So on we go. Let's just get this done today, and then I can go and watch the football. Liverpool playing tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope everybody's had a nice day. What have you been doing today? What has everybody been up to? I apologise if anybody was waiting for me to film my Run 500 this morning. I had a doctor's appointment that I forgot about. So I wasn't able to join because I was at the doctor's. So apologies for that. Right, McLaughlin has caught up and now stopped again. I don't know what's going on there. Has everyone had a good day? Question mark. 4 minutes done. Heart rate is 124 in zone 2. Just bobbing along with Lopez quite happily. I got a software update on my watch today, so I'll be interested to find out what new functionality have been added to my watch, or none, as the case may be. Often these software updates are just like peripheral code changes or nothing particularly exciting. Look at the headlight. Look at the light on the tarmac. That's from the imaginary bike headlight that I've got. Running for an hour should cure that tiredness, Ryan. And we're just coming up to 1 kilometre. Oh no, Anthony Anderson went running outside today since it was quite cold, but the main thing was the road was blocked by somebody who'd fly tipped everywhere. That's no good. Six minutes gone, 1 kilometre done. One kilometre down, 9 to go for the Beacon. Jeff Partridge is watching one of our mutual friends who is on a TV show called the Cornwall Air Ambulance. We have a friend who is a medic on an air ambulance. He's also a runner, which is why we know him. But yeah, he's currently on the Cornwall Air Ambulance programme. Yeah. Can you please plug that in, and perhaps the USB port over there, if it'll reach? Thank you. My phone is running out of battery, so I need to charge it so I can keep an eye on chat, which, because my chat software is still broken, I can't work out what's wrong with it. So the only way I can see chat is on my phone. Thank you, Vic. Yeah. Ryan Lopez says, I need to learn the metric system after I just called out 1 kilometre done. It's just multiples of 10, Ryan. Half marathon is 13.1 miles or 21.1 kilometres. Oh. A half marathon is 21.1 kilometres. A marathon is 42.2 kilometres. A 5 kilometre race is 5k. The only race I still think about in miles sometimes is 100 miles. But even then, I'm thinking about 161 kilometres. So, bag that badge, handful of gravel. It's quite a long lead in. It's like 4 kilometre lead in before you actually get to the handful of gravel route, which is a bit annoying. Because the actual handful of gravel route is very pretty, but getting to it is a little bit dull. Amy Green is pushing it a little bit. Maybe she wants to go a little bit faster because she's not going to do the full 10k. Squeaky treadmill today. Again, might have to think about doing something to stop it squeaking. I don't know what though, because the My Run is supposed to be self-lubricating, so... Alright, Amy Green is going a bit quicker, so she can get it done quicker, she says. It sounds like a sensible plan, to be honest with you, Amy. And we're coming up to 2k. That's 2 kilometres for the yellow beacon. So we're starting to get into the nice area now. Into the Mayan jungle. I do like the jungle. I don't run in it often enough. We should see the sloth hanging from the vine in a minute. Keep your eyes open. Two kilometres went by fairly swiftly. 8 kilometres to go. Heart rate 125. Tonight we're doing just basically a nice, easy, relaxed run because we did an interval session yesterday. And I think I'm going to try and do a fast park run on Saturday. So we'll have a couple of easy days, today and tomorrow, relatively easy. And then we'll do... I'm not quick at the moment, so we're not talking about PBs, we're just talking about going a bit quicker. Anthony says, if it's a self-lubricating treadmill, maybe it's got a container somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It's not... The squeaking isn't horrendous. It's not... something I can't cope with, my brain isn't melting. But it's just noticeable that it's a little noisier than usual at the moment. And it's also only if I run in the dead centre of the treadmill. If I move to one side, it's significantly quieter. And if I move towards the back, its squeaking goes away almost completely. If I run here, it's absolutely fine. So I'm kind of, well, you can see on the screen there, I'm to the right of the treadmill and a little bit further back. And there's no squeaking at all here. The minute I move back into the centre, it's a bit more squeaky. I'm sure I'll cope. Now, are we coming to the bridge? I keep feeling like we are. Amy is not far off 3 kilometres in. Well done, Amy. She's going at 5 minutes 50 seconds per kilometre. Anthony says maybe the running deck is cracked. Anthony, it almost certainly is, because I had the engineer come out last year, and he said the deck was looking a bit, or feeling a bit cracked. But I've just never bothered to repair it because it seems fine most of the time. So maybe it really is now getting to the stage where it needs repairing. Anyway, here's the bridge. Here's my favourite bit of the jungle. My favourite bit of the jungle is this bridge. Yeah, we love the waterfall. Looks awesome. There's Amy. Heart rate 157 for Amy. Just coming to the end of the bridge now. There's Nat, just behind Amy. And Olaf. Well done, Olaf. There he is. He's just coming to the end of the bridge now and just about to hit 3 kilometres as well. Good shot of Olaf there. Heart rate of 135 for Olaf. He's doing well. There's Ryan. Well done, Ryan. Bollis is, I don't know if he must have just late joined because he's on 0 kilometres. There's Kay Lowe from the USA at 2.6 kilometres in. She's doing well. And Stevens just approaching the bridge. And now, how do we pronounce this name? Domaratsky. Well done to you from Canada. She's not far off the bridge either. Well done, guys. 3 kilometres in for the beacon. Jeff Partridge is off. Take care, Jeff. He says, have a good weekend, or thanks, Jeff. Right, Amy Green's made it past 3 kilometres. Is she going to make it to 5? I reckon Amy's going to try for 5k tonight. Good job, Amy. Keep it going. Right, Lopez, Ryan's just starting to push it ahead a little bit as well. So, Olaf, Ryan, Nat, what's Nat's first name? Todd, Nat, and Amy are just all pushing it ahead a bit now. Well done, guys. Seven kilometres left to run. I'll bag that badge. We're doing the handful of gravel route tonight through the jungle, through the Mayan jungle. You can tell I'm running on one side of the treadmill because that close-up isn't in the middle. There we go. If I move into the middle now. So we've got Brian Stevens is just behind, and we've got Kay Lowe, and she's actually called Kay, K-A-Y. So Kay Lowe, and then we've got Rachel Domoracki. Sounds like a Polish name, doesn't it? So Rachel Domoracki is from Canada and is about 4 minutes back from us, taking it nice and easily. She's just coming up to 3K, so she'll just be coming to the end of the bridge now as well. So thanks for the ride on, Chris. Tina has joined us. Hello, Tina. She says, good evening all. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around 10 runners who bagged that badge this evening. Not bad. I don't know how many haven't actually got this badge though. Erdinger is slowly starting to move as a late join. Oh, we've lost. That Italian runner we've lost, who seemed to have some tech problems. Tina, thanks for the ride on. I've just been bemoaning the squeakiness of my treadmill again, Tina. When I run right in the middle, dead centre of the treadmill, it's really creaking and squeaking at the moment. If I stand a foot back and to the right, it's beautiful and silent, like it should be. It's lovely here. I should just run there. Simon Funnell, thanks for the ride on. Simon Funnell, I think, is still in second place to Marcus Holmes as the person with the most miles run on Zwift. Now, what's my mileage? I haven't checked mine for a long time. Let's see. All-time distance, 11,672 kilometres. Tina, no, it definitely isn't my knees now. I've worked that out. Because if I move, I can move around the treadmill and the sound goes away. So it's definitely the treadmill. It's not my knees or my hips. And that's 4 kilometres done for the Beacon group, me and Ryan. And Team Zoot as well has just joined us from the US. So we've got Erdinger from Germany and Team Zoot from the US have just joined us. Welcome to our late joins from the USA and Germany. Hi guys. Also, well done to Amy, Rachel and Kay. Thanks everyone for joining. you will join somewhere in the middle of the other runners, but you will start from 0 kilometers. Right, 6k to go. Oh, I think I've scared Kay off. Kay seems to have stopped. Tina's been leading a Couch to 5k group, and they've just done their first continuous 20-minute run. Well done, Tina. Good job for doing that. How were they? Did they manage okay? Ten in the group. How many managed to run without stopping? Tina says her group were unusually quiet, but they all did it. Well done, Tina's Couch to 5k group. Fantastic. I love new runners. We were all there once, weren't we? We were all there at one time when we first started running, and that feeling of you've run like less than a mile and you're absolutely shattered. And you can't believe it when you've run for more than 2 miles without stopping. And then when you do your first park run, hilarious. And we've all got no clue, have we, when we first start? I love it. A player from France has just joined us as well. Hoka player from France. So I think we've lost Kay low. I think she was scared off by the fact that I knew her name. Tina says that her Couch to 5k group did moan that she was making it look too easy. So, Tina, did you pretend that you were getting tired and that it was hurting? Did you pretend that you'd drunk all of your tailwind and you were now hitting the wall? Five kilometers completed for Ryan and me. Well done, Amy, Todd, and Olaf, who are forging ahead. Oh, that is a nice heart rate, Tina. Very nice. Tina couldn't pretend to be tired because her heart rate was 116 BPM, so she was comfortably in zone 1. You could have just done some fake heavy breathing, Tina. Right, Olaf's got 10 minutes left at that pace. So he's obviously just doing a little bit of tempo work. And then he's going to go into recovery in about 10 minutes. I don't mean hospital recovery. I mean just, recovery pace. He's not going to go to ICU or anything. Steph Coet, thanks for the ride on. Cheers, Steph. We're going to do a little change to the live stream beginning soon. So I've had the same beginning for 2 or 3 years now, and I am just going to cut it out very soon. So, you know how my stream starts with basically 15 minutes of video just repeating itself? So when I can get round to it very soon, I've decided that's all going to go, and I'm literally just going to start on the money. Hello, welcome to Zwift, and we're into the run. No messing about. So we're just going to go live straight away and we'll be on. I think that might make for more views after the fact. So, when people if people do tune in afterwards to watch the live stream, it just gets straight into it. So I hope you don't mind that, but it does mean... Oh, Tina says you better not change the intro music because Carol will kill you. Okay, well, what I might do is have the intro music, but kind of have it in the background. Because I just think I'd like to just go, I'd just like to come on, press the button and be on. And that's it. We don't have to tell Carol. We just keep it a secret. Carol doesn't need to know. Oh, thank you, Tina. Okay, Tina likes the idea, so that's good. To be honest, that's all that matters. As long as Tina's happy, we're okay. Oh, yes, it could be courting disaster, says Anthony. Yeah, you're right, it could be. But then again, it's 15 minutes less of the live stream for me to get things wrong in. Although I'm not doing very much in that bit, to be honest. What I normally do is I set it going 15 minutes before the run, and that's my time to get changed. And I know that I need to get changed quickly in that time, or I'm going to be late. Mind you, it doesn't stop me being late sometimes. Ryan, you crazy man. Apparently Ryan's got incline on. Ryan Lopez, who's running with me. Right, I said Amy was going to go to 5k. Amy is already at 6k. Ryan says his wife agrees with me. Your wife and I are always correct. Six kilometres down, just over 4 kilometres to go. So Amy is doing very, very well considering she was quite bad yesterday, so she couldn't run. Today she's forging forward and is possibly going to do 10k. Anthony's going for his food. He says, have a good weekend all. He's going to be on stage 1 tomorrow night. So stage 1 tomorrow night, yes. Anthony, I might join you for stage 1. It's all more points, isn't it? So if anyone wants to join us, Anthony and myself, we're going to do another round of stage 1 tomorrow. That's the 6th of October, and I will be doing the 6 o'clock run. So look, here, let's just, there we go. So 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow, Tour of Watopia stage 1, and I'll click the little button. There we are. We are all signed up for stage 1 of Tour of Watopia tomorrow. And Amy is slowing down. Amy's done 6.5k. Amy, can you get to 7? Can you get to 7k, Amy? Tina said, what are we doing tomorrow? So yeah, we're doing stage 1 of Tour of Watopia. Tina's at the track tomorrow morning, but a slow Tour of Watopia would be nice. So so Tina's going to join us. Oh yeah, Olaf says doesn't give much time for a recovery for parkrun. Good point. I will be doing parkrun on Saturday morning. I am going to try and go relatively fast. So we'll do a very slow Tour of Watopia on Friday evening. Amy Green says go on then. She will go to 7k. Amy can make it to 7k. Well done, Amy. Tina also says, I do my park runs nice and easy these days as well, so no worries for Tina. A nice easy Tour of Watopia and then a nice easy park run. This is Ryan's recovery run, this one here. He's already done his Tour of Watopia. I've done it twice already, but I want the double points. Right, Todd is at 7.1 kilometres in. Olaf is at 7k in. Amy is 6.8, just ahead of us. Ryan and me are 6.8 as well. We've got Team Zoot, who's on 2.2 kilometres. Brian Stevens is on 6.2 kilometres. Rachel is on 5.5 kilometres. And Team Erdinger from Germany, that's Sorge, El Sorge, Lucas is his name. Lucas is on 1.5 kilometres in as well. People keep talking about this update, which I don't think I've had yet. Oh, okay, Olaf, it may be an older update then. Wanda Archer, thank you for the ride on.
Nice, ride on.
Right, Amy's done 7k. In fact, she's just done over 7k. So well done, Amy. Good job. Amy's done for the day. She's off. Thanks for joining, Amy. Appreciate it. Olaf, are you interested in doing the Brighton Marathon next year? That's our trip next year, is Brighton Marathon. Trip to the seaside, trip to the lovely Sussex seaside with Mrs. Dennison. Come on, you know you want to. Right, Olaf's done his tempo session and now he is just recovering. Slow, easy jog for Olaf to finish off his run today. And Amy says, I did do something stupid today. Right, when Amy says she's done something stupid, that means she's entered a race. Come on, Amy, what have you done? Thank you, Olaf. Olaf says he might look into doing the Brighton Marathon. If you'd like to come and join us, anyone is welcome. We are organising a Zwift meetup in April next year, much the same as we've done in Paris the previous 2 years. We're doing the Brighton Marathon next year. If you want to come and join us, please do get your name down. If you're not up to running a marathon, then Brighton 10k is on the same day. So you can come and enjoy the weekend with us and we'll go and do Brighton Marathon or Brighton 10k on the Sunday. On the Saturday, we will do Park Run, one of the Brighton Park Runs on Saturday morning, nice and easy. And then we will have a meal together in the evening on Saturday evening before the Brighton Marathon on Sunday. Amy Green has booked her hotel in Brighton. I don't think that's stupid at all. That's a very sensible plan. Amy, well done. Great stuff. Tina has been looking into accommodation and travel as well. So we might have Tina there for the 10k. Plenty of others considering coming as well. So it'll be great to see you there if you're on the fence thinking about it or if you haven't even considered it. Doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what level of runner you are. Come and join us for a Zwift get-together on April the 6th and 7th next year for the Brighton Marathon and the Brighton 10K. Victoria and I will be your hosts. Amy is bringing her husband and her 2 daughters. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, have a think about it, Olaf. Something funny's just popped up on my watch. So I have a camera, a security camera in here, and it recognises people's faces. So quite often if somebody comes in here, it'll say, Victoria seen on the studio camera. But we also have a front doorbell camera that recognises people's faces. Take care, Olaf, well done. Thanks for joining, Olaf. See you soon. Amy's going to attempt some proper training. Anyway, so what I was saying was, we've got a front door camera and that recognises people as well. People who regularly come to our front door. And it'll tell us who's at the door. But the 2 systems are combined. The facial recognition comes from the same database. And I've just stepped back on the treadmill a bit, like this. And up on my watch has come postman seen in the studio. Postman! It thinks I'm the postman! Now that is a bit worrying, isn't it? It might be the white cap that's done it. Okay, all the runners ahead have finished. So it's me and Ryan bringing it home with just over 2 kilometres to go. About 10 minutes of running, 12 minutes of running left. There we are, we've been running for 50 minutes. So looking forward to watching Liverpool on the TV soon. I have to have a shower first, of course. But it's football next. Must admit, I didn't notice the sloth anywhere. It's normally nearer the start, so I think we're way past it now. Fantastic. So we've got another sign up. Paul Deering and Debbie Colville are coming to Brighton next year, and they're going to try and bring Jonathan and Carol as well. That'll be awesome. Fantastic. So we have 1 mile to go in Bag That Badge this week. We'll be back for another Bag That Badge next Thursday. Next Thursday will be a very short Bag That Badge, probably the 5k loop, because I am preparing for the final 100-mile race of the year, doing the Centurion Autumn 100 race on Saturday. So a week on Saturday we'll be running 100 miles, Victoria and I, for the final time this year, hoping to get our Centurion Grand Slam buckle or medal. So wish us luck for that. So consequently, Bag That Badge next Thursday will be a short run. "54 minutes gone, 9 kilometres done. 6 minutes to go until we hit 10k, and then it's about 300 metres longer than that to get to the end of this handful of gravel route for a Thursday evening." Tina says this is all very exciting. It is. I'm really looking forward to it now. Yeah, it looks like we will have a good few people there. So, I mean, the thing is, people can come even if they don't run. You know, if they don't live too far away, if they're London-based or something like that, they could just come down for the weekend and have a meet-up and enjoy being with people. Could just come and run the 5k park run on Saturday. Ryan says, this is peaceful. My stress is all gone. 600 metres left to run before we get to 10k, 800 metres before the end of the run. Heart rate is 120 at the moment, so just comfortably in zone 2. Not pushed it into zone 3 at all today, so that's really good. Just kept nice and comfortable at 10 kilometers per hour and managed to stay comfortably in zone 2. So that means fitness is improving. And it's a nice, like Ryan says, a nice, peaceful, relaxed end to the day. Well, it's not the end of the day for Ryan, of course. It's lunchtime where Ryan is, or early afternoon, so... But anyway, still relaxing. Maybe Ryan's got another half day left of work to do, but he can now go and finish that feeling chilled and like he's done a good session. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for commenting and chatting on YouTube. I hope I haven't missed any important comments. And we'll see you all tomorrow for Tour of Watopia Stage 1 at 6 p.m. Trying to get as many double points as we can. I've just noticed though, the top of my screen it says Tour of Watopia Stage 1, which is not what we're doing today. Why doesn't it say bag that badge? Question mark. And there's 10k done. Well done, everybody. Just 300 meters to go, just to the end of the run now. Fantastic. Thank you for running with me, Ryan. Appreciate that. Appreciate the company, Ryan. Also, well done, Brian. Keep it going to the end. Well done, Lucas, Rachel and Nancy. Keep it going. I'll be running at 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow. And there we go, that's me done. Looks like Ryan might carry on for a bit further, but that is me done for the day. 10.3 kilometres done off Bag That Badge. Handful of gravel route. Shane Druitt, thanks for the ride on, my friend. Thank you very much for taking part. If you ran today, well done, thank you. If you ran on Zwift today at any time, well done. And thank you very much as well for all the chat in-game as well on YouTube, Twitch and Facebook. And we'll see you for the Tour of Watopia Stage 1, third time of running it this week. Tina says bye for now. We'll be doing that at 6 PM UK time tomorrow, 7 PM Central European time, and lunchtime in the USA. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.